1, 2, 3.
The bigger picture. That is what you Hollywood stands for. It's beyond anything else.
Hello, folks. I am Tommy NC2010, and I just want to welcome you back to the most electrifying podcast here on YouTube. And I'm your host, Tommy NC2010. Today, we have none other on the couch, Mr. Marky Xtreme. He is the World Heavyweight Backyard Champion of the world. And how are you doing there today, Marky?
Oh, thank you for having me on this show, Tommy. But if you're going to introduce me, you got to do it right, kid. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mark Xtreme, 15 plus years undefeated, backyard wrestling entertainment champion, and host of the hit YouTube show On Your Mark that is now on Tick-Tock and now on podcasts. We're all over, dude, and you know what that's all about, don't you?
Yeah, I've watched you on TikTok. I just want to let you know I have not watched you on YouTube. I have watched you on TikTok, honestly.
Well, that's great. You know, where you got to eat the ice cream wherever it's served, you know.
Yeah, you know, I definitely see that you eat a lot of ice cream. You know, you put your feet in a lot of bowls, you know, like how do you feel about that?
What? Okay, so what are you saying? I'm not really that fat. I mean, I've actually lost a bit of weight lately.
I have lost some weight myself. I was at 300. I'm now down to 200 right now, going for 220.
That's great. I'm not sitting here saying anything about your weight. You know, I run a shake weight class. I take my fitness very seriously. I do DDP yoga, and you know what? This interview's just starting off swimmingly.
I apologize. Like I don't mean to stir the pot here. It was just a question for you. Do you think shake weight is actually a workout? Like, cause you know it's really just shaking. It's just really shaking your arm, don't you think?
I think the shake weight is one of the most underestimated tools in fitness. And, you know, at the case in point, if you go to my TikTok or if you go to my YouTube channel, you can see all of the top big name wrestlers that have supported my ventures in shake weight. That's just one of my side hustles, though, because, you know, wrestling comes first. And, you know, I'm a reigning world's champion and currently retired, but the reign continues, and if AEW or WWE comes knocking, I'd pull a Terry Funk and come out of retirement in a heartbeat. But, you know, to answer your question, I think shake weight is very underrated. Have you ever tried doing the shake weight?
No, I have not tried it. I've actually, you know, I've been in the gym. I do cardio, I do flutter kicks and stuff like that. I've been really kind of focusing. I keep my diet to like eating steak, ham, salad, and stuff like that.
Hell yeah! I mean that diet. I mean, I like some steak and ham. I would offer you to come and take a free shake weight class, but I try to keep it to the ladies. You know what I'm saying? But you know, sometimes I let the boys come in. So if you're ever interested in trying out a shake weight class, just let me know. You know.
Well, here's the thing. Whenever this quarantine is over and you ever want to step in my ring, we can do a collaboration or something like that, and I'll do a shake weight class with you or something like that if you ever want to.
Okay, we'll have my people talk to your people when the time comes.
Well, that's definitely good. So did down the interview here. Who inspired you, and what pushed you in this direction to do what you have done, this footprint you have made here on the internet?
So my story goes back quite a bit. I'm a 15 plus year undefeated backyard wrestling entertainment champion, and so I've been involved in backyard entertainment for quite some time. And actually, the reason I got involved with wrestling is my dad is actually a wrestler. I've never met him, but my mom Tammy told me that she got knocked up by a wrestler in the 80s, and so my dad's out there somewhere. He could be anybody like Hulk Hogan. He could be, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hell, my dad could even be The Rock. So, hopefully one day I meet my dad. But wrestling has been in my blood my whole life. And back around 2014, I started putting videos on YouTube. And, only like 2 weeks ago, we started on TikTok. And people really are starting to really get into the TikTok thing.
What is your most popular video on TikTok, in your opinion?
Definitely the one with Matt Morgan, where I'm teaching him how to shake weight. I don't get why people are freaking out about it, but
because it looks like you're masturbating with him, basically.
I don't think that's true. I think you're seeing things.
Well, the way you're putting he has your hand near the shake weight and it's hitting it. It's kind of suggestive, in my opinion.
He's just trying to learn the proper shake weight form. Everybody's got their heads in the gutter, and you got to get your head out of the gutter. That's what I'm saying.
Now, my question is, when you ask these wrestlers these volatile questions, do you feel like at some point that you're going to get your teeth knocked down your throat at all? Is there that thought in your mind? Because I see what you do. You kind of troll these wrestlers and stuff like that, and you have this character and everything. And how do you feel about that?
Tommy, boy. Hey, Tommy, I'm going to stop you right there. I don't think that I ask volatile questions at all. I think I ask the best questions, and I think I ask the questions that the people want to know. And I'm one of the boys. These guys love me. They're all just, if you hear them making fun of me or telling them they want to hit me in the face or beat the crap out of me, then they're just ribbing. I'm one of the boys, Tommy. I don't ask dumb questions, okay? I'm the best pro wrestling interviewer in the business, and my hit show On Your Mark on YouTube, youtube.com/On Your Mark Show. That's a cheap plug.
Which that link is in the description. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, my channel link is in the description, so please go check that out. So give us a subscribe. I should definitely have more subscribers than that fat ass Grim does. But that's another point. But Tommy, I don't know what you're hearing because I'm asking the best questions.
Well, I mean, I've only dove into some of. I mean, I've seen some videos where you ask certain questions and you got choked out one time, man. Like I was like, wow, how was that, man, getting choked out by a wrestler?
I don't really remember what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, Tommy. I don't think that happened.
I was on TikTok and I distinctly remember the guy John Morrison coming up to you and showing you a chokehold and said, "Oh man, have you wrestled in China? This is called strong style." And he wrapped his hands around your neck and then put you on the ground and ripped up your championship.
Well, see, the thing is, in business or in wrestling, things happen, and we were. It was a work, and that he didn't. You may look at it as a shoot, but like that he. Next question, Tommy.
Where do you think you are? What is your future, and what direction are you going in? Would you say?
Oh man, the sky's the limit for me, Marky Xtreme. With all this, I just launched our On Your Mark Wrestling podcast, and TikTok's going well. I think it's just a matter of time before, Tony Khan over at AEW or old Vince McMahon gives me a call. I hear they freed up a couple spots this week, and that's the only way that you're going to pull Marky Xtreme out of retirement is with the big bucks. And, I just think that the sky's the limit for Marky Xtreme and the On Your Mark show.
Now, what is so let me think here. Who is your all-time favorite wrestler? Marky Xtreme.
Me.
Yes.
Me. I'm my favorite. My favorite wrestler.
Wow, that's very gluttonous of you to know.
I mean, I also like like CM Punk and
Oh God.
Kick Ass. What? He's badass. I like wrestlers like that. I like
Oh, so
hardcore
you like
legends like
heels?
Mick
You like
Foley
people that basically you like heels. So you like Brock Lesnar, don't you?
No, I mean he's a monster, but like I don't know, he kind of scares me a little bit. He's got a Tommy, he's got a wiener on his chest. Have you ever seen that?
Yes, it's the penis sword.
Yeah, he's got an old pecker on his chest. It freaks me out. I don't know. Freaks me out a little bit. But
do you think you could take Brock Lesnar?
I think I could beat anybody in this business.
Well, what do you think you could beat me?
100%.
I'd like to see, I'd like to see you put your money where your mouth is, and maybe at some point get in the ring with me. Maybe think,
Well,
I want that title on your shoulder. It's a title, I would say, but it's also laced with duct tape, also because it's such an extreme.
Hey, well,
huh?
okay, don't desecrate the materials that the trophy's made of, kid. But I hear you talking. I know you want to match with the champ. A lot of people do. A lot of people want to match with the champ. But sad to say, I'm a retired champion. The reign continues though because it's my company and I make the rules. But I'm retired. But if the money is where the mouth is in the future, we can discuss things and maybe. If the timing is right and the money's right and the people want it, I might consider coming out of retirement. But let's try to keep it professional, okay?
I'm sorry, I just see a man that has a belt and it kind of looks a little bit like Brock Lesnar, and that doesn't want to defend his title, because that's how Brock Lesnar defends his title. When he is the champion, he holds onto his belt and doesn't fight until he steps in the ring whenever he wants. That's what I'm hearing here.
Well, that's not the case, Tommy. I have run my company, Backyard Wrestling Entertainment, for 15 plus years, and I give the people what they want. And what the people want is Marky Xtreme. They want the Marky Xtreme as the champion. Now, am I retired now? Yes, but that doesn't mean that I can't still go out there at the end of the show and just stand in the ring and just let the people take pictures of me. And, that doesn't mean that I can't go out there and lay my finisher on wrestlers. But, I still give the people what they want, and the people want Marky Xtreme as the undefeated champion, okay? And you know what? I give the people what they want, Tommy, okay?
What is your finisher, to be exact?
Yeah, my finisher, I take a steel chair and just repeatedly hit someone over the head.
That's a finisher?
That does the job.
Wow. So basically, you're just basically giving people concussions at the end of the night. Basically, when you get into a match with somebody.
Hey, you ain't a wrestler if you don't get concussions.
I know a few wrestlers, and I know some of them manage, but it's a. And as you know, WWE now is an official company, apparently now, because for some reason, so they can keep on going. You know what I'm saying?
They're essential business. Yeah. My company, Backyard Wrestling Entertainment, is essential business as well.
And I apologize. I didn't look too deep into your career. I should have. I've just been really busy today, so I apologize that I didn't look too deep in. But I did look into your Tick-Tock interviews, and I gotta say, you have an extreme amount. How are you so lucky to get some of these names on your show? I'm just curious.
Tommy, I'm a 15+ year undefeated champion. People want to hang out with the champ. I'm one of the boys. All the divas think I'm hot as hell. All the wrestlers want to be me, and all the divas want to kiss me. Tommy, that it's a plain and simple question. People want to hang out with the champ.
So, Mike, my other question here: how come every interview I see you in, all these wrestlers are mocking your belt? I'm not trying to be mean.
You know,
I just ask questions.
no, Tommy, you must be mistaken for another show because they love my belt. Sometimes wrestlers rib other wrestlers. It's this is a tough business, and we got to pass the time somehow, and we rib each other. And if those listening aren't familiar, ribbing means joking, and we got to rib each other to pass the time in this business. The roads are long, and the roads in my territory, my neighborhood, it goes from the Johnsons' backyard to the Thompsons' backyard. It's a long and lonely road. It's literally one road, and so we got to pass the time somehow, and that's all that is. We're ribbing, kid.
Yeah. So I guess that if you're saying that these wrestlers are just ribbing you, I guess John Moxley really did rib you. So it's just one of those things. But you're just getting ribbed.
What do you mean?
It's just a joke. Don't worry. I'm just joking around, man. I just joke with. I like to joke with people, and I'm a jokester. I'm a entertaining, positive dude.
You're ribbing too.
A little bit. I'm just ribbing too, because I like to I like to bounce things. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, I've been known to bounce things and people too. So I could prove.
Yeah, I like to bounce. I like to bounce some stuff.
And I especially like to get in people's faces and tell them, bring it on, and tell them that.
Yeah, I like to bounce some stuff in people's faces.
What is that? Shake weight? Also, you like to bounce shake weights, do you?
Sure, that's one of the techniques.
And it's all about the old wrist movement. You know what I'm saying? The old wrist forward. You know what I'm saying? Moving your fist back and forth, and just
yeah, you get it. You sound like you've done the shake weight.
No, I really haven't. I haven't really done the shake weight. I haven't got my hands on a shake weight. It's one of those things that I really haven't put myself in the direction of doing shake weight. I actually pick up real weights and lift them in the gym. That's
okay.
What's and the thing is that the question is that, do you know your own limit? Do you feel like that you should not be retiring yourself, that you should be holding yourself up? Because they say every wrestler has his day and knows the extreme limits. And I think you're putting yourself in a situation, retiring yourself, and I think you shouldn't. I think you should be Marky Extreme to the max. I think tonight you should announce your unretirement. I think that you should put yourself up. Man, listen to me. I know I'm kind of like a booker. I could be a booker for people because I see in your profile picture here that you have that fire, you have that energy, and I know you are the man. And if I tell you what, if I was your manager, you wouldn't even talk. I would be like, this is Marky Extreme, and Marky Extreme is the man of the hour, the man with the dream, and he knows how to do it. If anybody wants to come in this ring, they have to come through me. Because I see the fire in your eyes.
You definitely got some promo skills, kid. But the thing is, to answer a couple of your questions, is I would definitely never not talk because I'm one of the best people on the stick in this business. And then, I know a lot of people want me to come out of retirement. I've made it very clear on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/onyourmarkshow. It's in the description of this live stream. I've made it very clear that, the only way I'd consider coming out of retirement is if WWE or AEW, they came a knocking and that the money was right and my demands were met. But, as it stands, I've done everything that there is to do in this business. If you go to my YouTube channel and you browse on over to the Young Bucks shoot interview that I had, I was
They
inducted
really
into the
you.
Bullet
like,
Club.
They really, the Young Bucks really did rib you. Like they ribbed you the knock the heck out of. They really ribbed you. That one was really funny. I fell off my couch when I watched that one. And you were like, no,
Yeah,
no,
it was
no.
it didn't go the way that I was expecting, but I've done everything there is to do in this business. I've wrestled some of the best matches, 5-star Dave Meltzerman matches, and I've been inducted into the Bullet Club. I've even invaded the Impact Wrestling offices. You can see that on my YouTube channel. So I've done it all. I mean, once you get to the point, that you've done everything that there is to do this as business, then what else can you do? And so I'm living the retired life right now. I'm still running my company. I'm still doing my YouTube channel. I'm still doing my TikTok. We've got a podcast now. So putting out a lot of content, and it's great to connect with people like you, Tommy.
Yeah, you see, I only interview people that have some spark. I mean, I find a few people. I don't know if you've ever watched any of my stuff at all. Not a lot of people know who I am. Honestly, like I just make content because I want to inspire people.
That's great. We got to inspire the kids.
Yes, and I tell people one of my main goals here is to inspire children with autism, to tell them, hey, don't be afraid to pick up a camera, because I'm high-functioning autistic, and that doesn't define me, but my main goal is to inspire children like that and other children to not be afraid and to reach out, to have a voice, and to make them either a TikTok or YouTube channel and have their own voice,
I love it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And I appreciate what you do. You provide a sense of comedy and entertainment, I think. And in these times of such negativity and sickness, I think it's good to fill people's heart with laughter, not sorrow. And if you watch the media... Yes?
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. But I don't see anything funny about what I do. I think that my interviews are very serious, but I don't think that they're funny, but thank you. I guess thank you for finding them entertaining.
I mean, everybody has people. Some people look at my videos and find them to be funny, and I'm trying to be serious. And it's just people have different perspectives. People have different values and different ways of looking at things. And you're here on YouTube. Do you share the corners with any other wrestling YouTubers here on YouTube? I'm just curious.
I have never done that just yet. I know that collaborations are big on YouTube, but yeah, I should probably collaborate more. But I'm very busy, so you're lucky, kid, that I had a little bit of time in my schedule to
you call me
carve
kid.
out for you.
You call me kid, but I'm actually 29, so I'm not technically not a kid. I'm a man. Just to let you know that.
Oh, okay. Easy, fella, easy. But no, I should probably do a little bit more collabs and that whole thing. But my schedule's I'm busy. I'm living the retired life and running a company and doing a YouTube and a podcast and TikTok. It takes up a lot of time. You know how it is.
Yeah, it's very busy. Like you find time to upload things and you do videos with people and stuff like that. And of course, during this time right now, it's hard to do collaborations with people because you can't be more than 6 feet apart from them. It's hard to do a wrestling match to do a wrestling match when you have to be 6 feet apart from somebody. It's kind of like you have to be up close with somebody when you wrestle with them.
Yeah, well, we're still doing events.
Oh, really? You've been checking your health. You've been doing okay?
Yeah, everything's good.
Well, that's good, man. That's good. And so I have a part of the show where if you want to throw any questions at me, you're also welcome. And also I do a thing called One Question, One Impression. And you're welcome to ask any question of me or any impression, and I will answer that to 100%.
Oh, okay. So let me just get this straight. You want me to ask you a question and then ask you to do an impression?
Yes, and you're welcome to do any impressions that you do, and it's kind of like a segment that I have here on my show if you want.
Okay. I got a question. What is your favorite Marky Xtreme match?
As you know, I said that I kind of looked a little bit into your content, so I would say my favorite
Have you ever seen any of my matches, Tommy? It sounds like you've never seen any of my matches. This is insulting.
I apologize. Like as you know, I just dove into your content. I've been looking at your interviews mostly. So I really haven't seen your matches, so I apologize if I have not watched a Marky Xtreme match. So
you better get caught up, kid.
There you are with the kid thing again. Thanks. But I would say my favorite video of you is you getting choked out by John Moxley. I thought that was rather funny.
Oh, well, I choked out, smoked out, loped out. Everybody looks at it differently.
Well, I definitely know that you are an extreme dude, and you're out there. You know, you're a crazy dude. You know, you're eccentric. Wait a minute, that's not a good word. You're definitely hot wired. You're definitely a hot wired dude.
Well, thank you.
No problem. I definitely see you as so maybe someday AEW champion or maybe WWE champion down the road. You know,
Hey, if they're smart, they'll pull the trigger.
Yeah, man. And I hope that I see a lot of fire in you. I see a lot of potential in you, and I see that you have a clear path. And I think you're gonna find your niff. You know, I think you're gonna. And you have a great YouTube channel. You have a great TikTok, and soon, as you say, going to have a great podcast. And I hope maybe someday.
Oh, the podcast. The podcast is already out there. It's the onyourmarkshow.com. That link will take you to the podcast links. We're on iTunes and Spotify. So everybody, please check out the podcast. And yeah, definitely check us out on YouTube. We've been doing content since 2013. We've got shoot interviews with people like Rob Van Dam, John Morrison, Young Bucks, Jake the Snake Roberts, Eric Bischoff, and literally some of the biggest names in the business. And we just started TikTok a couple weeks ago. It's OYM Show on TikTok. And so, yeah, man, I'd love everybody to connect with us.
That's awesome, man. And, you know, you said all those names, but the one person that you haven't had on your show yet is the World Heavyweight, MTV's made Comedy Central's champion of the world. You know who that is?
No.
That is me, Tommy NC 2010, dominating two-time champion of Tosh.0. That is me. So the thing is, you haven't had the greatest on your podcast yet. So that's the bottom line.
Well, you know what? Our podcast is all about having the greatest content. So I guess we're gonna have to make that happen.
Most definitely, man. And you know, I don't know what do you have, like a time limit, or what's your settings here? How long can you stay here for? Like, I don't want.
I should probably head off wrap it up within the next few minutes. But you know, if you have any more questions, or if anybody in the chat has some questions, I'd love to answer it.
Yeah, like the chat's there. I can't. One thing I should know is I can't really read, so I can't read the chat. But if you want to read the chat and answer any questions, folks, if you have any questions for Mr. Marky E, you're welcome to throw them at him, okay? Because he'll be reading. Or do you have the chat pulled up, my friend?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Hey, if you have any questions for him, you're welcome to ask him any questions you want.
Yeah, ask the champ some questions, and it's just old Tommy Boy and me hanging out here on his YouTube channel, and yeah, you know, just two of the boys hanging out, and like I said, I've been doing content since 2014 on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/onyourmarkshow. And we just moved over to TikTok at OYM Show on TikTok. And we just started a podcast last week as well. And it's On Your Mark Show, On Your Mark Wrestling Podcast on iTunes. So please definitely check out all of our stuff. If you like wrestling and some of the best wrestlers, then you're going to love our YouTube channel. Okay, let's look at the chat here. Let's see. Hollywood Talent Agent says, "Is Tommy a kid?" And well, yeah, I keep calling him a kid. He don't seem to like it. Okay, over here. Next question. High at last. High at last. No, he's 29. Okay. High at last. High at last says, I have a question for Mr. Xtreme. Okay, ask the question. Fluffy Gamer, can Tommy chop my chest again? Did you chop Fluffy Gamer?
Yes, I did. I did chop his chest, and I put him on the ground, basically. You know, when I did.
Oh, damn, that's crazy. Hell yeah, I love it.
Maybe
Is this Fluffy Gamer from like Wet Movies channel?
Yes, that is Fluffy from Wet Movies channel.
Hell yeah, I'm a big old Wet Movie fan, so I've definitely seen some Fluffy. Hell yeah, what's up, Fluffy? Do you think you could defeat The Rock 100%? High at last, 100%. Let's see. Hollywood talent agent. Yeah. Will you fight Tommy? Like I said, we might have to make that happen, but I'd have to come out of retirement first. If you got any more questions, definitely throw them in the chat if you're watching. Let's see. Let's scroll back through, see if there's any other questions.
Okay, another thing I want to put out there, folks. If you want this match to happen between me and Mr. Marky Xtreme for the title, put one in the chat. We'll give it up to them.
Oh, that's not how legally we can make it happen, but we'll see.
Come on. Hey, you said that the people want to see it. You said that the people want to see it. Come on, man.
We'll see. We'll see.
You're the people's champion.
I'm the world's champion. Okay, how long would it take? Okay, Hollywood Talent Agent has a question.
Okay.
How long would it? Is this a real Hollywood Talent Agent? How long would it take to take Tommy down in the ring? Professionally speaking, of course. Professionally speaking and real speaking, I could take old Tommy, this kid, down super quick. Let's see. Getting a lot of ones in the chat, Tommy. Would you fight Scarface? Would you fight Scarface from Street Beats? What Street Beefs? What's that?
I have no idea. I know what Scarface is, like from Tony Montana.
Yeah, me too. I don't know what Street Beef says. Sounds tasty. Let's see. If there's no more questions, let's wrap this up soon, Tommy. I gotta go eat some dinner, man.
All right. So as always, folks, I'm Tommy NC 2010. And I appreciate you joining us for another electrifying podcast here on YouTube. I am your host, Tommy NC 2010, and thank you for watching another epic episode of Tommy Talks. And this is Marky Xtreme World Heavyweight World's Champion, soon to be in my clutches at some point. Thank you so much.
Damn, that was pretty good.
Thank you. I have a set of lungs on me, I like to think, you know what I'm saying? And as always, I'm Tommy NC 2010, and I'm keeping you on the inside fact. Subscribe, support, stay positive. Anything else you want to say, Marky, before you jump off here?
That's it. Thanks for having me, Tommy. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel. Link in the description.
Awesome blossom. Have a great night, folks.